Alright, welcome to episode 4 of Wasteland Survival. This mod is finally updated from 1.2 to 1.4.7. And the reason it's taken me so long to be able to film more episodes of this series is because I was waiting for the mod to be updated from 1.2. And finally I went and checked today. Somebody reminded me, hey, where's the Wasteland Survival series? And so I went and checked just on a whim today. I wasn't really expecting it to be updated, but it was. So we're going to go ahead and start playing this again. I gotta remember, where was I at? Oh, that figures I'm in a dungeon. How do I know I was gonna be in a dungeon? This is where I ended last episode. I think I had just conquered this thing. I'm planning on turning it into a grinder because I really need supplies. And now that we're finally in 1.4, the zombies have rare drops, which I can really use, so I can get some potatoes and some carrots and start farming them. I did dig all the way back up to the surface here. So we have that. So I think this episode we're going to work on making a grinder. Nothing really special or anything. I'm not sure if I want to do a falling trap or just a plain old drowning trap. Or then again, if they drown, they're not going to drop me potatoes and carrots. So it's just going to be a falling trap for now. So let me see what my supplies are here. I've made myself a little base station off camera. I got to remember what I had. Diamonds, I had 20 iron ingots. I have fish. I do have some seeds, which is good. I really don't feel like having an underground base, though, and this is pretty far down the ground. Let me see how far down we are. Ooh, I'm not sure if a falling trap is going to work unless I make a water ladder. So I'm going to have to figure out how to do that. Because I think the fatal fall is about 24 blocks down, and we're on level 24, so I'd have to put them all the way down in bedrock, though, so I don't think that's really feasible. Before I do anything, though, I'm going to have to make the dungeon a little bit smaller. Because I can already tell any water that I use is not going to go all the way through here. Let's go ahead and knock that out. Put up a torch here. I am kind of glad now that I waited to do more of this. Let's get this chest out of here. Because back when I got done filming the last episode, I was kind of lost direction as to where to go with this mod, but now that there's some new features to work with, I think this will work. Let's get rid of that, get rid of that. Fill that in. Once I have potatoes and carrots done for my farm, I think I'll be pretty good on food, and we might be able to start exploring some more. I think there's a couple new features added since I played this last. I think you can finally get Oasis, which would be pretty cool. So I'd like to go venturing out and try to find one of those, but obviously food comes first, so I'm going to have to worry about that. And I believe to make a bunch of a water elevator, you need lots and lots of planks. If I remember correctly, I'm pretty close to a mine shaft. So the planks shouldn't really be much of a problem. Yep, I already took everything out of there. So yeah, I kind of remember where I'm at now. Yep, that's where that was. So I'm just trying to get my bearings here. I still got lots of ores to dig out. So I'm going to look up how to make a water elevator real quick and kind of funnel them up and then have them come down and fall. So I will be right back when I'm done doing that. Alright, I've done a little bit of work for about half an hour. I'll go ahead and show you what I did. And I haven't tested this yet, but I'm going to show you the concept of this. Basically what I had to do was I put a sign and then a block of water and then a sign all the way up. And the zombies are going to get washed down here into this corner. And since they're going to be in this water, they're going to jump. And then they're going to keep jumping and they're going to just elevate up into this pit here. Well, not pit, but whatever you call this. It's a water elevator. Pretty much I have an alternating sign and a piece of water every time, and then they're going to get washed down to this thing. And then they're going to fall down this pit and take damage. And I have a little tunnel that I actually dug around here, so when they fall down there and take the damage, they should be one-hit kills. I might have to adjust this up or down. And when they do come up out of the, I understand, you know, right here, they might be able to jump over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some half slabs down right here so they can't jump over this and get me. Or jump over this and come back down and come after me, because that wouldn't be too good. So I'm going to go ahead and put the half slabs on. Then we're going to actually test this with some real zombies. This is actually going to be a little collection area right here. This is actually the bottom of that pit I showed you, so it should land right here and pretty much be one-hit kills. And it shouldn't be any problem to get in there and get the goods, so... Let me go ahead and make some half slabs real quick. I think I'll just make some cobblestone ones because the lumber, I really have to conserve that. Even though I am near a mine shaft. There's one literally right on the other end of that collection grid, so... Set up in here and then fix that problem. This is just my service ladder. This is probably going to fail a couple of times before I get to succeed because I haven't really built a water ladder before. I know, weird, isn't it? So they should not be able to jump over these half slabs right here. And just to make it look pretty, I'll add one at the end. So, this should prevent them from getting through. Let's go ahead and test this out with some real zombies. Now what I gotta do here is actually shut off the spawner. So I think I can grab this. And then take that out, and it should spawn a couple of zombies that cannot get out of there. And they, yep, there goes the one. See him getting washed up the ladder there. There goes the other one getting washed up the ladder. Just to make extra sure that's safe. Alright, let's have the service ladder and watch what happens. They should be getting washed up here. They keep jumping and going up the water pit there. They should come up here any second. No, they shouldn't drown on the way up. There's one right there, and he should get washed all the way down to this pit over here. Have fun! Enjoy the ride. Let's see if he survived the fall. I hear a couple more getting washed up there. Yep, they're surviving the fall, and they should be one hit, easy one hit. Yep, success on the first try. I don't think I got any rare drops out of that, but it'll just take some time as long as I hang out down here near the spawner. Which will be no problem. I'll have to pretty this up a little bit. It's kind of nasty looking, and apparently it still rains in the wasteland. So I don't understand why everything's all dried up. So I'm going to go ahead and just turn this to cobblestone. I would use glass for the water ladder, but I haven't found any sand yet in the Wasteland mod, so I'll have to go up and have another look there and see if there's any sand once it turns day. So I think I'm going to wait in here for a little while. We'll let some zombies collect in the pit right over here. Oh, there's another one. Well, they're one-hit kills with the sword. Yeah, I got my torch back. Apparently at 1.4 zombies do pick up your drops now, so... I think I'll wait for a little while. Hopefully get a couple potatoes and carrots here, and I think then we'll be all set on the food situation. I think next episode we're going to look for one of those oases. Maybe we'll find a village, too. And I'll be right back when I collect some more zombies in that grid. Alright, I got my first carrot of the Wasteland Survival series, thanks to 1.4. I've already went ahead and started my watermelon farm. Now, I kind of did it a little strangely this time. I kind of made it like a checkerboard pattern with farmland and cobblestone blocks. For one thing, I didn't have a lot of dirt in my inventory at the time, which isn't a big deal. But you don't need all of these to be farmland blocks, just the ones that you plant the vines on. Because when they actually grow the watermelons will grow on a block adjacent to the one that the vine is on, so they can easily grow on one of these with no problem. Now the carrots, on the other hand, I'm going to have to make a separate room for those, so I think what I'm going to do is probably just make like a row here of some farming rooms. I still got to get a potato. Now I don't remember if I have seeds for wheat or not. I thought I did. Maybe I used them up. I'll have to go out and surface and find some more to get some wheat going. So I probably will have an underground base after all. I mean, this is pretty protected from mobs right here. I have a grinder I can use, so that'll be no problem. So I'm doing a lot of carving out right about now. So I'm probably going to speed this part up. It's going to be pretty boring. Add some music. And I'll be right back. Alright, I think I have a pretty decent farm going here. I had a pretty big stash of skeleton bones, so I was able to make a lot of bone meal. Very quickly get myself a really decent supply of foods. Baked potatoes are actually a really good food source. I'm still waiting on the watermelons to start producing. But I did use the bone meal to mature the vines, so it shouldn't take too long. The pumpkins, I'm not too worried about farming at the moment here. This grinder has actually yielded very good results so far, so I'm very happy with it. Oh, there's another carrot. It's a good XP grinder too, but I have no books, which is kind of a problem. So my only source of bookshelves is probably going to be finding a stronghold. And I'm not sure if villagers still spawn this mob, but if I do, I'm going to steal their bookshelves because I really have no other source, because cows are not spawning in this world. If I somehow find an egg or something like that, I might be able to start a chicken farm, but that's about it. So I think we got this little base station all set up for now. I know I had an original base on the surface somewhere, which I gotta go find. I don't remember where I left it. It's been a really long time since I've played this, so it might take me a little while to find it. So I have to do a little bit of overworld exploring next episode. Trying to expand this farm a little bit. I'm not going to be able to do a tree farm or a sugarcane farm, so those things are out. Nether wart I can do if I can get to the nether. So it'll be another goal for an upcoming episode here, now that the mod's finally updated. So I think I'm going to call this an episode for today. It's a pretty successful episode, considering that I was off for about 4 months. And I will see you next time.